from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, watch regular.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
You got nothing in there. King. Slam. Check.
First down, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Kill. He good. Up. Watch. Real. Jim.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Alert. Get wide. Watch out. Regular. Whip. Alert. Check 37.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 46 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Offensive starters, here they are. David DeCastro, what do you think about him, Charles?
Brandon could not have been better trained at Stanford. So well schooled in the run game and the pass game, and especially in pro principles. David DeCastro could be an all-pro in the years to come.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action with Jackson. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
He's checking. Hey, alert 33. Run. Slam. Check.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Pushing his way, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jannard Avery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Jackson. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, Samuels. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Check 50, check 50. Regular. Kings. Let's go.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Run. Right there in the middle. 55. Not here. Pick the edge. Go. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Let's go. Do it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Watch the twitch. Switch.
Up. Back.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check. Watch 54. Real. Guys, it's game situation.
A second down throw from Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Check 24.
They'll run with Chubb. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. When you're down this close inside the 5, do you like putting the ball to the outside like that?
No, I like it inside. I want more quick hitters, straight-ahead type runs, maybe get off tackle, but I don't want to string it out and have a chance for them to run it down behind me.
Pistol.
Second down and goal. Mayfield looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Watch QB drop. 91 is the match.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Jackson. To the right side and complete to Washington. And out across midfield down to the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Connor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Watch the safety creep. Check, 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 check. Alert, 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 alert. Six guard. Check six guard.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check three. Point it right. Pistol. Check.
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Check nickel. Slam.
Mayfield down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Freddie Kitchens going to push the envelope. His guys will go on 4th down.
Coming to you.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hatch it.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Alpha. Here we go again. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike. Hey, alert. Check your hot read. Shit. Hey, alert 33. Check. Crunch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
Run. Switch it. Hey, alert. Bang.
On 3rd down, Mayfield being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
Check. Fresno. Regular. Check.
backfield to throw for it on fourth. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be third down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes. Might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, hey, high 7. Hurry, hurry.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This is Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
Give me some. Here we go. Showing it.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They go jet sweep. Washington with it. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Regular.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Slim. Check. Up. Hot. Kill. Hurry.
They run it again with Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Kill. Alert.
Watch twins.
Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Wide. Get wide.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right 54. Come on, D. Watch out. Whip. Watch the whip. Jack.
A first down throw for Mayfield. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Hey, alert 33.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Check 37.
Real.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be second down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now Jackson on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jannard Avery getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat foot.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jannard Avery. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Jackson. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
180. Pistol. Watch the run. Check the backer. Shift. Check. Regular.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
He's checking. Crash. Slam.
Now Chubb running right. Still on his feet. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Check. 154.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
You better be afraid of me. Out. Alert 3.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark, 37 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Steelers on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. The big fella! And McDonald here over the middle. Past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check 24, check 24.
Here's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Hey, seam 6.
Night. Check 31, check 31. Watch that.
Mayfield to throw it, sliding out of the pocket. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
King. Switch. Pick the edge. Come.
Run.
Mike, 55.
Smooth.
55. You ain't going nowhere.
Mayfield with it once more. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. One last shot for Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McDonald. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.